Good day, my name is Lelo. I'm back to you with the first video of my new channel, LeloUrbanFarming and Aquaponics. So on this channel I'm going to be taking you through my journey of joining the aquaponics community. I started back in 2020 after graduating at University of KZN with a bachelor's degree of geography and environmental management. So I came across aquaponics in one of my researches when I was researching for a test that was coming up. Found it to be very interesting, with the key of sustainability being its main point. I wanted to do it because it seems to solve a lot of problems within one enclosed system. You can have fish, you can have plants, you can have a continuous supply of both those things in your home, which I think will cost a lot in the supermarkets these days due to large populations and scarcity. So what you see in front of you is from the initial planning up until the building of my deep water cycle system. And this is one of the used wheelbarrows that I used to make a gravel bed. And this is my filters for the fish tank, and the green tank behind it I used for my fish tank. As you can see, I made a mistake of putting the filters too high, and you can tell in the bottom that this was a prototype, because even the stand I put the filters on are flimsy, so it's just meant to be a temporary thing while I was testing. This is my bell siphon. Once it was completed, my first prototype of a bell siphon, I was testing it out to see if it would work as intended. Now, a bell siphon is a mechanism that allows water to rise inside a container. Once the container is full or has reached capacity, it automatically sucks out all the water out of that container, and then when it reaches the bottom, it allows water to fill up again, and then it continues doing that cycle continuously. Fills up, drains, fills up, drains, and that's just about it. I couldn't find a small diameter pipe and connector that I could use like this, so I just took a bigger pipe and put a smaller pipe inside and filled it up with cement on the sides to build that, because I found with the bigger pipe I couldn't initiate the siphon. So this is like my first experiment testing this thing out. I used one of my dad's wheelbarrows. My dad, it's very old and it's very, what can I say? It doesn't have an even surface. So getting rid of leaks with this thing was very hard, and I found out in the end that it was a mistake using the wheelbarrow, because after everything I did, I still had leaks. I couldn't avoid them. So you will see in the future that I eventually abandoned it, but I did this as an experiment anyway. I just wanted to prove that the bell siphon worked, because at this point I've only seen it in the internet. All of this I have only seen it in the internet. Nobody around me does it. Even in the country, only a few people do it, and they're pretty far away from me, so it's hard to even contact them for help. So I had to research and test out everything myself on my own budget. No one was helping me, and at this point, remember, I was a student, so I saved up money while I was at university, and I knew that once I finished my exams in 2019, I went back home. Started getting things supposed to come up now. It was cool. Started to come up. Back to the barrel. The water is decreasing. Still coming in. Decreasing. As soon as the barrel is empty, the cycle is going to stop. And then it happened. I had to wait a bit before the siphon actually happened. At the bottom of the cover, the slit was too small, so I had to make it larger, and then it worked. You can see the slit at the bottom. You have to cut a lip into the pipe and then cut the tongue out. I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain this, but cut a U shape at the bottom of a triangular U shape at the bottom of the pipe on probably two sides, so that the water comes inside the pipe and rise up. That's what it's for. So at this point, I'm having trouble stopping the siphon. It keeps sucking out the water. The problem was the uneven surface of the wheelbarrow was collecting water. Like at the point where the pipe is, there is a depression, so the pipe is not cutting the siphon. So I don't have this on video, but I ended up cutting the U higher, like the U at the bottom of the pipe. I ended up cutting it higher, and then it cut the siphon.
So just the siphon coming in, so the siphon is not ending. So those guys are going to cut about this section.
So at this point, I mastered the siphon. So I decided to put in waterproof paint in my deep water cycle system. You might be wondering why I put a wall in the middle. I figured that I wanted the water to flow in a certain direction. As I was saying, I was still experimenting. But as we will see later on, it helped in a way. So now these are my filters that I failed with. I still like the concept, but for the size of the tank, I feel like they were too small. You can't have filters that small for a 1,500 liter fish tank. And this is just where I'm showing you how the whole system connects from the fish tank to the DWC system, and then taken by the pump, which was not here yet. Oh, I had the pump, but I wasn't using it yet. I was going to use the pump on this side and then take the water back to the fish tank. That was the plan. And look at how close it is to my kitchen. I wanted us to literally come out the kitchen, take things from the garden, and then go back to the kitchen and just cook. That was my idea. So now I just filled it up with water and testing out to see if I get any leaks. This was a very intense moment for me. I filled it up a little bit with municipal water, and then I let the rain do the rest.